Hey kids, it is Tommy, and for today's TommyLog, I want to kind of take you back to when I was a baby. I was born in 1968, way before seatbelt laws. So car seats were very crude, and seatbelts were more of a serving suggestion than mandatory. My parents had a big car with one of those big, had a huge back seat and like a ledge where speakers would go on. And it was a kind of a joke that when I was brought home, I was kind of wrapped up and put on the ledge in the back seat. But after seeing some of the car seats that I grew up in, or that were of that era, I'm pretty sure that wasn't too far from the truth. And wearing seatbelts was not the order of the day. I certainly remember cars that didn't have seatbelts. I remember seatbelts that were just lap belts and not even have a shoulder belt. I remember being maybe 7 or 8, and my dad would take us to my grandma's house, and we would get in the car, buckle up, and Dad would say, ask us before he pulled out of the driveway, "I'll give everybody $1 who has their seatbelt on." So I didn't get rich off that, but it was a mindset growing up that my dad wanted us to change and wanted us to be safer. Then there was this extremely powerful ad campaign. In New York State, there is a very elite group of police officers at the state level called state troopers. The best of the best are New York State troopers, so my hat's off to them. There was an ad with a state trooper. I don't know if it's a captain or chief, I don't know the titles. But the powerful part of it was, he said, "In 25 years on the force, I have never had to unbuckle a dead body." Wow. Does that send a statement? Fast forward today. I'm a father of 5. We've got Madeline, who's 20 years old and is a driver, and I have Clara, who's 15, who is a temporary driver, a driver in training. And seat belts are an important part of that. There are so many things going on with driving, so many things to distract you, so many things to take your attention, but focusing in on the basics of wearing your seatbelt is so huge. You think about how that's ingrained in school, it's ingrained everywhere you go, and now, like 33 out of 50 states have seatbelt laws, primary seatbelt laws. Another 16 states have secondary seatbelt laws. Going back to this ad, New York State had this seatbelt ad that said, "It's not just a good idea, it's the law." And I think about that, and I think about, as a father, how whenever I back up, the first thing I do before I even take it out of park, everybody buckled up. And if I don't, and if someone's not buckled up, Drew will go, "Dad, I'm not buckled up yet." Or Emma will say, "Dad, give me another second." So it is so ingrained, and it really needs to be ingrained, that to start your safe driving procedure, before you can say, "Okay, I gotta stay off my cell phone, I gotta, won't be distracted, hands at 10 o'clock and 2 o'clock, the first thing you gotta start with is your seatbelt. And going back to the ad, it's not just a good idea, it's the law. I'm thankful for this opportunity that Ford Motor Company gave me and sponsored this ad. My words are my own. It's so important as a father to know that your kids are being brought up correctly and that they know that seatbelts first. Thanks, everybody. Have a great day.